Um, where, why is this doing to me? Hang on, team. Going, running too many applications at the moment. My computer's has, yeah, here we go. Here we go. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing grip. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Well done. See the line where the sky meets the sea? It calls me. And no one know. Do you want to build a snowman? Let it go. Yeah. And fabulous he. Okay, so someone put in here something, it is he or something like that. Marvelous he. Yeah, that's the next verse. He. All right. Well, welcome, Fana. It's so good to have you guys here. Just a little reminder, Tikanga, please turn off your microphone cameras. And if you have any questions or you want to respond, just check it in the chat. Now, just a reminder, if I'm looking this way, it's because my chat is on this screen over here. But your beautiful eyes and stuff, okay, it's over here. I know. I can see it. All right. Anyway, let's get started with our karakia timatanga, and we will go from there. Okay. Me una tātou. Kia hora te marino, kia whakapapapau nam te moana, kia tere te kārohirohi i mua i tō huarahi. Aroha atu, aroha mai, tātou ia tātou katoa. Tihei Mauri ora. May peace be widespread. May the sea glimmer like greenstone. Wow. May the shimmer of light guide you on your way. Let us show respect for each other. Bind us all together. Right. So beautiful, beautiful karakia to start us off with this morning. So here we go, team. Here's our little wataka. Now we were going to talk about we're going to carry on from last week, but what I thought we'll do is we'll just go. What a rich guy with two screens. Nah, it's not. It's just when you work for Tikura, they give you another screen to work on. So man, Pohara has over here, brother. That's why this screen over here is green screen. Because if I showed you the back, it's yeah. But we were going to carry on with what we were discussing last week. But what I thought would be really cool is if we backtrack a little bit and talk about migration. Because migration, remember, if we think about, the Europeans, when they sailed out to look for places, they were sailing out because they wanted to conquer. But also, it makes us think about why we venture out into certain places and go certain places, okay? So what we're gonna do a little bit of knowing me, knowing you. Then we're gonna go into migration, push and pull factors. We're just gonna do a little refresh and remember. Some of you it'll be brand new to you, like a different kamehameha. It'll be a little bit different, but that's all good. We'll go over that. Then we're gonna look at the reasons why we migrate. Yeah, what are some reasons why we migrate? Um, and the reasons that people migrate, yeah, tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heart. And then we're going to finish off with the blocket. And then we'll finish off with karakia. So here we go, team. Some whanangatanga getting to know us. Yeah, a little bit more. In the chat here, team, check your answer in. Would you rather go through life, but you're unable to forget anything ever? So you just remember every single thing. Or go through life and you're unable to remember anything. Which one? I know which one I would go. You would like to remember Tamatoa, Tamatoa. Yeah, Waiporoporo wants to remember life, everything. Tadoinga wants to remember everything too. I don't know. Don't remember what I had for breakfast or something. Yeah, I'm a little bit the same too. I don't know what is happening. Lots of remember, remember, remember. Kaya wants to remember. Lovely. Matsua, I think I would like to go without remembering anything. Because, let me just explain why I would like to go through life without remembering anything. Because, the first time when you do something and like how amazing it is, it's like, wow, I would like that again. It's like the first time you have a steak, cheese, and pie, you just like eat the pie and then it's like, wow, that was beautiful. Then you just go back to the bakery. I forgot, did I eat today? I'm just gonna go get another steak and cheese pie. Eat that. Oh wow. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Second one, team. Would you rather have a life-changing adventure, but you can't control it? You can't control whatever's happening, but it's life-changing, or be able to stop time, but you have to hold your breath to do it. Tomato wants to stop time. Kaya wants to stop time. Oh, you got 3 minutes. Man, that's ages. Yeah, Sapphire wants to go on a bizarre adventure. Me too. I think I'll be adventure time. You know, life-changing adventure. Rangi Maria's in there too. Nice. Don't worry about spelling over here. There's no judgment. Yeah, this is a judgment-free zone. Yeah, life-changing adventure. Stop time. Stop time. I think for me, I'd go for a life-changing adventure. Just let it happen. That's what life is. Okay, sometimes you don't even have to think about it. Life is one of those adventures that you just gotta, just go for it. All right, need something new in your life? Stop time, stop time. That's absolutely fine. Okay, nice. All right, team. I just dropped out. She's coming back in, the team. Here we go, here we go. All right, let's go for our next one here, team. Okay, would you rather hit every red light, red crossing when you're crossing the street for the rest of your life? So everything you do, driving, always red light, red light, red light. Or always get the slowest of slow internet when the sun starts to go down. Yeah. So what would we rather do here, team? Would we rather hit every red light, red crossing, or always get the slowest of slow internet when the sun goes down? Every red light, everyone wants the red light because they want their internet, eh? Yeah. But you know what's funny is this, this always slow internet is what it used to be like back in the day when I was, when I was first in high school. It was Matotum. Nah, they didn't mock me Matotum. In high school, there was this thing that first came out back in the day. Back in the day, there was this thing. It was called LimeWire, and actually, no, there was one before that. I can't remember. Was this before or after dinosaurs? And say, hey, you're older than me. What are you talking about? And so what would happen is if you wanted to download a song, you'd have to start your download today, like tonight, go to sleep and wake up and it's almost finished. That's how slow internet used to be. And the worst was when you used to connect to the internet, you used to have to use your phone line. So in homes, you used to have these phones that would be connected to your line. Some people don't have it. And you know, if you connect your internet and someone rings through, oh, it cancels your internet connection. It cuts it off. And so if you're downloading a song and then someone calls while you're trying to download your song, it's finished, game over. You have to restart your 8 hours to download one song. But here now, I just push a button like this and my song starts playing straight away. See, even Mato Timness, he's not lying. See. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I was like, what do you mean? Even like things like YouTube push a thing and the video starts playing straight away? No, no, no. Back in our day, every Friday night, you and the whānau go to a place called Video Easy or United Video or Blockbuster, and you're like, you look for these videotapes or DVDs, and you're like, you can get specials. It used to be like five for $10 for a week. Oh man. You know what? Those were the days. Nice, easy days. Okay, we're going off topic here, team. Would you rather eat everything you hate for the rest of your life? There's no way of having anything else, or only be able to watch what you hate for the rest of your life on all devices. Watch what I hate, eat what I hate. Yeah. Nah, it's together tattoo. Hey, when we eat what I hate, yeah, lovely. Tiringa's definitely not eating what she hates. Eat what I, yeah. I think for me, I would, yeah. That's a hard one. Because, I would eat what I hate, and I would say that I hate steak and cheese pies. Eat what I'd hate. I'd lose. Yeah, for real. I would lose all the weight in the universe if that was me. Eat what I hate. Yeah. All right, team. Very nice. I think this might be our last one here. And this one, this is one of those. Wow, is everything okay with you, Mato friend? Live forever without ever aging, but everyone you love dies. Yeah. Or wake up every day with a new superpower, but you lose someone you love every day. Nah, I'm selfish. I'm gonna go superpower. Give me all the superpowers. I love you, Mata Tim, but man, I'm going superpowers every day. And it is the same with me. Oh, Cheval's going to live forever. I'll be Goku and adapt. Oh, wow. Superpowers. Just don't love anyone. Yeah, hey, just live in hate. Do those dark ones. Sorry, I can't pick. I love too many people. Yeah, that's okay, Rangimari. It's a bit of a stupid one. I saw this one. When I was typing it, I thought, man, this would be fun. And then I was like, yeah, nah, this is pretty stupid. Goku Black. Yeah, but he just hated mortals. I already lost my Koro. Ah, so sorry to hear that, Cheval. All right, let's move on, eh? Anyway, team, let's get started with our session because we've got a lot of he hated monkeys. Goku Black. No, that's Frieza. He hated monkeys. Um, anyway, let's get on topic, team. Okay, let's try and stay focused. So, Tikanga Iwi, this is our Google Classroom. Only a few of you have jumped on. But I haven't seen many of you guys, many others jump in. So please, what I'm going to do, I do this every session, and I should know, I should get myself ready for it. But I'm going to put this, Google code in there. There's a slide in there that I would really love for you guys to work on. Yes, you are. You are. Thank you so much, Sadangi Mari. And there's a slide in there. It's called Voyages, and I'd love for you guys to work on that slide. And if you finished it, please make sure you share it with me so I can mark it for you, okay? And I can go. It is a long one, though, and there's heaps of videos, but that's all good. Yeah, like I said, we're going to talk about Tupaya today, but I decided to change tack last minute ones. Okay, so please join our Google Classroom because that'll be amazing. This one was, oh, you finished it, Eve. Oh, yeah, just make sure you share it with me so I know, okay? All right, here we go, team. So I'm not too sure how many of you will remember this one, but some of the key terms that we went through were migration, migrant, population, internal and external migration, push and pull factors. All right, and so what we're going to do is we're going to, yeah, I did get your culture one. Don't worry, I got that one. And then I'm sure I sent it to your Kaimanaki to submit it. All right. So key terms: migration, migrant population, internal, external migration, push and pull factors. Now, these are some of the things that we have to talk about in order for us to understand what migration really is. All right. So migration. Migration is a way to move from one place to another in order to live and work. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of migrations. Yeah, but migration, this word here, migration, this is the general word, okay, of why we move to another place. So it's the movement of people from their home to another city, state, country, town for a job, shelter, or some other reasons. So that's called migration. Okay. So say for instance, because Mato Frank, I'm originally from Auckland, but I moved to Kirikiriroa where I'm at currently. That's migration. Okay. That's internal migration, but I moved because I wanted, for a particular reason, I wanted to live a little bit, better here in Kirikiriroa than I did in Tamaki Makaurau. That's why I moved. All right. Okay, let's try and stay focused, Tomato, my man. Okay. Now, a migrant is different to migration. A migrant is a person. So this is the person who moves from one place to another. So when I moved from Tamaki Makaurau to Kirikiriroa, I'm a migrant. All right. So those who move from overseas to back into New Zealand, they're a migrant. All right. So you're the person who moves from one place to another. Population is obviously a group of individuals of the same species. Now, we kind of know this one. If you're the same species and you're living in a particular area, geographic area, that's a population. Okay? Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, push and pull factors. So remember, push factors are the ones that they're trying to push you away from the place. Yeah. So, like for instance, if you're when I was living in Tamaki Makaurau, all of these push factors, they were like, nah, I don't want you to be here anymore. They're gonna push me out. Yeah. So we looked at unemployment, okay, poor safety, poverty, drought, war, natural disasters, okay, no whānau where you're living, okay, no opportunities, yeah, no one likes jobs. Amazing. Those are things that will help push you away from where you are actually living first and foremost. All right. Pull factors, like say for instance, if I was like, man, I hate where I'm living currently, but man, Australia looks like really good. Yeah, because Australia has heaps of jobs. The area is safer in Australia where I want to go. There's more support over there for me and my partner. Yeah, there's greater money there, greater wealth. Yeah, there's no wars. It's safe as over there, less natural disasters. No, I'm just using it as an example, Tomato. All right. I've got whānau there as well, and I've got heaps of opportunities. Those things are called pull factors. They're the ones that pull you towards the place that you want to go. So remember, push factors, they're the ones that push you away. Pull factors are the ones that are pulling you towards it. Okay. So yeah, very nice team, very nice. So today, what we're going to look at is we're going to look at what causes people to move. Yeah, and there's four categories that can explain why people are gapping it. They're out of here. Okay? Not like here, what I'm saying, like as in leaving the area that they're in. All right. So here we go, team. Four causes for migration. You got first one here, second, third, and fourth. Your whole environment is your first one, war second, work, and tourism. These are four main causes of migration. All right, and we're going to just go through them real quick. We've got a few videos to watch. And, funny enough, can I just share a quick story? Last night I was at my daughter's netball and I saw one of my friends from a place that I used to live in called Tokoro. And I saw one of my friends I hadn't seen for a while. And I was like, man, where have you been? And funny enough, he goes like, I was in Australia. I've moved there because I want to set it up for my family. And I'm here just for a week. And then I head back. So, very real things. And you'll have whānau and friends that have done the same too. But yeah, that just came to mind because I was like, man, that's funny. I was like, about to teach about migration, and here I am, real life example. All right, here we go, team. Environmental factors. Yeah, I'm in Aotearoa right now, Ranimari. It was my friend who I was talking about. So, environmental factors. Over time, environments naturally change, which force humans to move. All right, so it's like, things naturally change and, they become a little bit more hostile, and harder for you to, be in. So that means that you have to move. All right, and people can change their environment to the point that they have to move or migrate. Yeah, the only problem is whether they can do it or not. So this is a huge one here. So sometimes we make heaps of changes to our environment, and then, it's at the point where, oh man, we have to migrate because we've made too many changes. We've used up too many resources. Yeah, and now I'm gonna have to move. It's kind of like if you're in Minecraft and you're playing Minecraft and you chop down all the trees without planting your saplings. You've just used all the resources around you, and now you're like, oh well, I got no more resources, so I'm gonna have to gap it. Okay, so that's kind of it. Yeah, Minecraft, love Minecraft. So causes of migration, environment is natural change. Yeah, there's other things that can cause it. But we're gonna watch a video. Oh, sorry, this one here is pretty cool. So this is a Great Barrier Reef that's over in Australia, and way back in the day, this is what it would look like. So heaps of land. Yeah, and then due to a lot of climate change and the overall temperature of the Earth starting to increase. Yeah, the glacials caps are all starting to melt, and so now all of a sudden it's causing these what would normally be over on top of the sea is now under the sea. All right, under the sea. So that's what's scary is that our sea levels are rising, but this is a really like actual risk. And I'm going to show you this video here because it's pretty incredible. There's a place called Kiribati or Kiribati in the Pacific. All right. And this is what's happening to their land. All right. So let's just have a watch, team. Let's try and focus there in our chat. I know it's fun, but let's just try and focus in, team. Here we go.
Mon miaka rawat, miaka itandak. Sestari main di nano di tinwo di tay. Oman daus, ada apa tari kan? Oman daus, ya apa ada tari. Pakai ko jawa ya. kaget ka yan. Ya kan. Kadang-kadang kalau corona aja kan kayak juga orang-orang.
Kia kustas. Tapi yari itu katanya yon tepon. Ay taydikin ang ngapungin sus ari toni pe. Tani dia pa. Kiri kaki abusin tas. Nakon tayo kanaro. Ngasih anda.
For me as a Kiribati, the only thing that I want is to save Kiribati. It's not just about being alive and have a place to stay. No, it's about a country and a people called Kiribati people. We will continue to fight until there is no breath in us. These are the issues that Kiribati people are facing right now. First one is water. Long droughts and no water to drink, and places where the water is being contaminated by sea surge or rain, too much rain or flooding. So we implemented water tanks. We've also been helping with the coastal erosion. We've been planting mangroves and helping the people to understand why mangroves are important and why they shouldn't be taking sand from the seashores.
The community kay narakawayo. Kaya natabuha siya bayo. Enang kurang kay meloto na ibugin ka. Di bukan totoo dira din anak ang bitagin ka non bung. Di tuwa na kay. Di nakatabuhan kay anagin di kita no medya ba magtandak.
In food security, we've been telling people, go back to your Kiribati traditional crops. Return to your land and grow food.
Payukitina pa. Kinaiya di kain. Dorong.
So very real issue that we're facing with climate change. And so for a lot of these people, they're choosing to stay back and try and preserve their country by planting mangroves. Yes, mangroves are real. It's not just a biome in Minecraft. But yeah, I see some of you have put some really good things in the chat in regards to this. And that's what we're going to have a quick chat about as well. Is climate change. This is another video that I really want us to watch as well because it's a really good one too. This one here is, I'll only play a little bit of it, but these are just some reasons in regards to, why there's such a huge impact and how it impacts on us. But man, it's not only happening to this country called Kiribati, the erosion. There's an island called Tuvalu, and I think almost 40% of the island is underneath the sea now. And so you would have heard that man, he's had to move his house 3 times. And that's just something real that people have to deal with. So this one here is, I think it's like 5 minutes, but we'll watch just a little bit of it in regards to, some of the things. And while you're watching, what I want you to do is start thinking about what are some of the environmental impacts that we're starting to see here in New Zealand and Aotearoa. What are some things that are happening in here that are, are causing, I guess, us to move because of environmental change?
Climate change isn't just about melting icebergs or hotter summers. It's a global issue that affects every aspect of our lives, from our health to our jobs and even where we can live. As our planet undergoes these dramatic shifts, it's crucial for us to understand how these changes are impacting us directly. Health concerns. With the planet heating up, we're seeing more and more heat waves. These can lead to severe health problems like heat strokes and, in extreme cases, deaths. Warmer climates also create ideal conditions for mosquitoes to thrive, leading to the spread of diseases like malaria and dengue. On top of that, the quality of the air we breathe is deteriorating, causing a rise in breathing problems and aggravating allergies. Food and water scarcity. Our changing climate is having a big impact on farming. Rain isn't as predictable as it used to be, and rising temperatures can make it harder for crops to grow. This means less food and potentially higher prices.
That's a huge one. How our earth is heating up, but also, because it's influencing our food. And a lot of you will know now, man, like food is super expensive at the moment. And that's because, because of the climate change, things have, conditions to grow certain foods is changing. And that's why, our food prices are ridiculous, sky high at the moment. Let's keep watching this, team.
The water situation isn't great either. Glaciers, which are vital freshwater sources, are melting, and weird rainfall patterns are affecting river levels. Additionally, our oceans are becoming more acidic, which messes with the marine food chain, especially fish populations. Economic impacts. People's jobs are getting hit hard by climate change. Fields like agriculture, fishing, and even tourism are feeling the pinch as nature becomes less predictable. Food prices are going up because there's less produce available. And when extreme weather strikes, the damage to roads, bridges, and buildings can cost a ton to repair. Threat to coastal habitats. Our beautiful coastlines are under threat. With rising sea levels, beaches are eroding, and we're losing vital habitats like the protective mangroves and colourful coral reefs. These aren't just picturesque spots. They play a huge role in supporting diverse marine life and protecting the coast from storm surges. Displacement and migration. Imagine being forced to leave your home because it's either underwater or too dry to live in. That's the reality for many as seas rise, swallowing up coastal areas and even entire islands.
So it's a very real thing, this climate change, I used to be one of those guys that was like, oh man, people who talk about climate change just want to go and hug trees and stuff. But now that I'm older, I'm like, man, there's so much that climate change has, impacted us. So I just wanted to ask you guys in the chat here, and this is crazy what Cheval you've written about, paying $400.50 for food and stuff. It's legit. Like that's not just for you, your family, it's for everyone. Everyone is starting to feel the pinch. In regards to, trying to find it. But thank you so much for sharing that. Big flood somewhere, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, definitely. So that's what I wanted you guys to have a think about now and check in the chat. What other environmental challenges have you seen or know of here in Aotearoa? There's been some huge ones in the past couple of years. But what do you guys know? Let me just play some music so you guys can start. That's not playing music, that's playing the video. But what are some things that have happened here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, that have caused people to have to move away from their homes or have impacted how we as humans can live? Let me just play this music here, team. The lack of crops and more to pay for food, definitely. Food prices, yeah. What about some natural disasters that have happened here in Aotearoa? Because those are environmental. Remember, natural disasters are things that have naturally happened from the environment that we have no influence over. Earthquakes, that's a big one. We heard one in tsunamis. Awesome. Mario, you're talking about earthquakes, floods that have happened just in Nelson in Auckland too. In Tamaki Makaurau, there were some huge floods that were happening up there. Weird place to have floods. Tamaki Makaurau, really? I grew up there and never heard of a flood before. Who remembers what happened on the East Coast? The name of the big cyclone that came? Yeah, definitely. Price of milk is incredible. $4, more half year to me because of coastal erosion. Yeah, definitely. So you see, that's what we call Kaya. That's incredible. That's what we call internal migration. Yeah, when people have to move from Kafia to somewhere else, mental health issues. Cyclone Gabriel was the one that I was after. Yeah, definitely. Heaps of people had to move for that. And if we think about the Christchurch earthquakes that happened a few years ago, probably a lot of you weren't born by then. But yeah, that was really bad. Whakatane when the cyclone came to the coast. Yeah. So here in Aotearoa, where like, it's crazy how many things that we have and how many people I have met that have moved because of environmental factors like earthquakes. So my barbers who cut my hair, they used to live in Christchurch. They moved away from Christchurch because of the earthquake that happened. I have heaps of people who I go to church with, and they moved away from the East Coast because of Cyclone Gabriel. They couldn't live in their homes anymore. It was wasted, so they moved away from there. So when we think about, migration, environmental challenges is a huge part of that. All right, let's carry on here, team. This one here is a bit more, real war was another huge one why people move. And so I'm going to show you a few images. I just want to make sure that you guys understand that, these are real images of real people. And it can be a little bit confronting, but just understand that, I'm using this for educational purposes, just to help you see that war has a huge impact on people's lives and how they have to move. So this first one here, this was the Vietnam War. This is a boat, and this is all of these people. Now these are called refugees. We're going to talk about refugees soon. But these are all these people who have been influenced by war, impacted by war. They needed to move. Here's the next one. Yeah. This we're going to talk about what a refugee is. So a refugee is a person who has been forced to leave their country. Yeah, so it's in order to escape war, persecution, or natural disasters. All right, so here's some more examples. This is Rwanda. 2 million refugees went to Zaire alone. They had to move. Okay. Syria, 6 million plus. So the 6 million, that's like all of New Zealand had to move, yeah, because of war. Yeah, evacuate, definitely. Yeah, because they didn't want to be a part of the war, and they were impacted by the war because a lot of the things that they couldn't just go out and hang out. We're gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this video. This one here, horrible, Jewish. A lot of you will probably know about the Nazi war and stuff in Germany. That's another topic that we will touch on later on, in our studies together. But yeah, this one was horrible. All right, so we're gonna watch this video here. Uh, just again, this is, I know it seems like, oh, why are we looking at places overseas? We don't really have the same kind of examples here in New Zealand and Aotearoa because we haven't been under war. But these ones here, I just want you to have a look at. This one's 11 minutes long, but we'll just watch a few parts of it. But I'm going to show you, like, when you watch, just have a look at the living conditions that these poor people have to live in. Remember, it's not a choice. They were forced out by war. They were forced to leave because they wanted to live and wanted to run away. And a lot of these, it's hard because I'm a dad and I see these kids and I'm like, man, I couldn't, I don't know how, yeah, it's just a hard one. So just have a watch here, team. And yeah, we'll talk about it. So 200,000 refugees are living in Lebanon. So remember, they're forced to leave, yeah? So remember, they've got no place to live. They're homemade shelters. Yeah. So have a look at their living conditions, team.
أتذكر كل شغلة قاد أجمل وأحسن، بس بعد شغلة شهر يعني صار الحروب فوقنا وتعرفين الحال صار مو زين قاد، وانقطع الأكل عنا وصار البرد. فجينا لهين احنا قاد من الحروب فوقنا، جينا اللي جاي هين ما في لا ضرب ولا حروب خالص شي.
كيف جيتوا لهون على لبنان؟
تهريب.
كيف بالتهريب؟
نركب سيارة نوقف عشان ما حد يشوفنا ونعدي. البارح جينا.
امبارح اجيتوا؟ انت مبسوط هون؟ ليه؟
هي نحسن. هنا بالباص.
بشو؟
بالباص.
قد ايه اخذ معكم وقت؟
3 أيام.
3 ايام لجيتوا؟
لأنه هناك في ثلج وما قدرنا نعدي الباص، ضلنا نايمين بالكنك نهارين ضلنا جينا من هنا لهين تاني وصلنا على لبنان.
كيف كنتي حاسة انتوا جايين على الطريق؟
كنت خايفة.
لما بتوعى انت الصبح شو بتعمل؟
بتدفع الصوت.
الصوبة اللي جوا ولا اللي برا؟
جوا.
كيف لما بيخلص النهار كيف بتناموا؟
نام معنا بطانية طافين بس ننام على المخدة بس بعدين بطانية طافية كلياتنا.
So we'll stop with that team, but you can see how hard it is for these people. Could you imagine not having a blanket? You're sleeping in these tents that you've just built, and they're sleeping with blankets on top of them. Sorry, pillows. Um, have a look inside the shelters here. So, I'm not saying, I'm not trying to dramatize this by, saying like they've got, because I understand that us here in Aotearoa, we've got a really difficult life too. But we've always got to remember that sometimes there's others who are suffering a little bit harder than us. And that's why we need to be grateful for what we have here. And the reason why I wanted to show you this is because migration isn't always about happiness. Sometimes it's a forced thing on people and they have to move. We're lucky in Aotearoa, we've got a refugee center up in Mangere in Tamaki Makaurau, and we accept a few refugees. And so sometimes, this is really good for you to understand because sometimes people who have come here from other countries, it's nice for you to understand sometimes that they're not here by choice. They're here because they've been forced out and they want to be safe, and they need to be safe. So just something for you guys to need to. I wish I could help them as well, yeah. But something for you to think about, and that's why it's always nice to just be kind, and try and understand other people and their situations, yeah. But refugees, it's horrible. We'll you know, just some questions to think about. What does the landscape look like? What does the weather feel like? The conditions. Did you see how the children were? Like dirty, because there's no showers. They don't have luxuries like showers like we do and stuff here. Their shelters are just made up of, like they look like just plastic rolls that used to be on billboards and stuff. And that's, yeah, just like in Ukraine. So we're going to skip this, but Paddington Bear, who's just put a yes in the chat or no, give me a thumbs up reaction if you've seen Paddington Bear before. Yeah. So, Paddington Bear is a cool movie, but, some questions that you need to ask about Paddington Bear. Is he a migrant? Is he a refugee? Yeah. What's the difference? Yeah. So, yeah, he is actually a refugee because if we think about it, his homeland was getting destroyed. Yeah. And his auntie sent him away to look for a better place. So he's from darkest Peru. He's a cub. He's got no money. His home was destroyed by an earthquake. They also stowed away illegally on a boat. Yeah, he speaks English. He's got no papers. His parents are dead. He doesn't know anyone. So, if we think about it, yeah, marmalade, one sandwich of, with marmalade, Paddington Bear, although it's a very, cute movie, if you think about it, Paul Paddington's actually a migrant, but he's also a refugee. Okay. So, just a real quick question that we'll check in the chat here, team, because we're running behind time. But if you had to leave your home, you may never return. 5 things in the chat you would bring with you. What are 5 things you would pack? Let me just check some music.
All the
on.
footage come to the
Oh, no, this is not music. This is music over here. Yo. Some pies. But then you would have to pack a microwave to warm them up. 5 things, team. 5 things that you would pack. Money, phone, food, clothes, shoes. Yeah, those are good. Food, water, clothes, blankets, and shoes. Lovely. Very nice. Your family, yeah. Just that's number one, eh? Imagine poor Paddington and these poor kids who had to leave. Lucky they have some of their family. Some of them aren't so lucky. Blankets, food, phone, money, clothes. Yeah. Warm clothes, food, money, shoes, coffee. Okay. Sure, that's a nice luxury there. Steaks, my hot plate, my pan, yeah. Money, food, water. Some of you are really lucky that you've got people who teach you how to hunt, and that's a really lovely skill to have. Maxwell Frank, because I'm from the city, I don't know how to hunt. My hunt is to go to Woolworths and have a look at the sales. Steaks on my hot plate pan. Phone when you can't get a charger or any Wi-Fi, yeah. But sometimes your phone has photos on it that you want to hold and cherish. So that's shoes, clothes, money, blankets, yeah. Hot bottle, yeah. Yeah. Lovely. Awesome, team. So our next one that we're gonna go a little bit lighter now because we've seen that war has a huge impact on migration. Next one here is work. Work is a huge one, man. Why we move? So for instance, I moved to Kirikiriroa because of work. And that's awesome. There's this thing called the brain drain. It's not like there's someone that's trying to vacuum your head, but it's more the brain. We're gonna not watch this video. But the brain drain is when skilled or qualified graduates, so people who have graduated from university or who have become really good, like, builders or plumbers, people with really high skills, because they can't find work here, they have to leave and go somewhere else. Yeah. And so that's what you call the brain drain. So because they can't find work here, they have to look overseas to find jobs. And that's why you'll notice that a lot of migrants who have come to New Zealand are actually really super qualified. So Matua Frank went to Wellington on Sunday for work, and my Uber driver, he was actually a doctor, but he couldn't get a job over in where he was from. But he came here and he's just waiting to, go through all of the paperwork and stuff so that he can get a job as a doctor here in New Zealand. But that's what the brain drain is when you've got skilled and qualified people in all areas and they can't find work here, so they leave. We're going to watch a video from Stuff about how people are moving across New Zealand, over to Australia because there's more jobs over there, but we'll bypass that. The last one here, Tim, the reason why a lot of us move or a lot of migration happens is tourism. Tourism is an amazing one. Matua Tim's done heaps of touring. He's the man at that. But if we have a look at this, travel is incredible. We're not going to watch this video because this is like 14 facts that make you wanna make you want to travel. But we're just gonna bypass that one, team. But here's some photos of me. This was me when I was at I went to Samoa versus South Africa. This was me with my sweaty forehead in a place called Aitutaki, in the Cook Islands. That was mean. Beautiful place. Here's me again in the Cook Islands and riding this poor bike. Man, this bike was mean as when I was there. So like, honestly, this place Aitutaki was incredible. I would definitely go back. Yeah, I highly recommend the Cook Islands. See, look at this water. You know, I was walking in water. It was up to my knee, like no, like my waist, and I could still see the toes, my toes. It was just incredible. So tourism is a huge reason why we move, and why people migrate. So remember those push and pull factors, what push you or things that push you away, from a place. Things pull factors are things that pull you towards it. Come to us. All right. So we were going to do this, but man, honestly, because of time, we're going to bypass that. But you remember our four reasons why we move: environment, and we had really good conversations about the islands in the sea. That is who islands. The islands that have started to erode away. And Cyclone Gabriel that happened here, the Christchurch earthquakes, war. We kind of learned what refugees are, and we saw how much influence and impact that's had on so many people. Work, very quickly we went over work and tourism. Yeah, to be honest with you, Tirunga, I just want to stay home too, unless it's Aitutaki, then we'll go. Anyway, team, it is that time, eh? Let's get into our block it here. Oh, someone just wanted to come in now. Okay, that's all right. Let's log in here, team. Host the game. Play Gold Quest. We'll host this. We're going to play for 5 minutes and we will host it now. Have I seen K-pop? Oh man, I haven't watched it yet. I still want to watch it, but I still love the songs. Do you want to? I'll play the songs for you guys. Here you go, team. Here's your code. I'm going to pop in some K-pop Demon Hunters for you guys while you play. So remember these are questions that we've been over today. Push, pull factors. Remember, internal migration is when you move inside a country or inside a place. External means you're moving outside of the place. All right, let's see how well you guys do. K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay. Yo. Here we go, team. Can I just play this song first? Because I like it. It's gorilla time. Let's go! So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people on. So waiting for 5 more, team. Let's go 5 more. There we go. Ethan, Chevelle. Huh. Rumisen. Hey. Tomato, I'm just letting everyone know Tomato is the one to beat. I am Optimus Prime. Looks like we're all in, team. We're all in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're all in. Let's go, team. Let's go. Select your chests. Collect your gold. Take gold from others. Most gold wins after 5 minutes. Let's go. Oh, Soda Pop is already on top. Oh, Kai is coming back now. Chevelle, followed by Tikanga. Oh, Tears on top now. Oh, Chevelle. Kai is in third. Tomato just, oh no, he's coming out now. Optimus Prime has moved up to 7th. To Ma. I like the song. I have to watch the movie. I think I'll watch it in the weekend. I was gonna say I'll watch it now, but I've got work to do. Oh, there's a tight tussle at the top. Sapphire at the no. Eve is now at the top. Oh, someone just lost all their gold. Kaya. Serena's at the top. Rumi. No. Oh yeah, Kaya. She went from last to first, team. Sapphire. Oh, no, Tiruna, come on now, you can do it. There you go. There you go. I believe in you. Yeah, fifth place. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, team. Let's go. Sapphire's in first place at the moment. No, Cheval's coming up the top now. Tamato's chilling out in third. Just, he's playing the slow game. Oh, yes. Wow, Eve. Oh no, Tamato's now. I told you guys he's starting to come through. We've got 1 minute and 30 seconds left of playtime, team. Kaya's right there, side by side. Optimus Prime's me. I am Optimus Prime. Teruhinga way out with 1 minute to go. Closely followed by Tamator. Kaya's just there. No. Optimus. I am Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime. Oh no. Optimus. We're about 35 seconds into it, team. 35 seconds left. Let's go. Come on. Tamator coming through on top. Is anyone going to catch him? 20 seconds left, team. Oh, 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Tama. Oh, wow. What a game, GG's. Drop a GG's in the chat, team. Well done, well done. That was incredible. Set up. Who was set up? Yeah, sorry, Tom. So that was my fault. Sorry. Who was set up? It was close. It was close. You were. Yeah. No one's saying his set up. Good game. GG's, team GG's. All right. Let me just pause this. Please, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to check in. This is the most important because this is how you get to engage yourself on Te Kura. So please make sure you go into my Te Kura, go into my Korowai, and then you check in. I'm going to be following up with everyone in here. I'm going to be following up with your Kaimanaki to make sure that you checked in because that's super important for you guys to do that. All right, so you see, Mato Tim's going to be checking up on you guys. Please make sure you do that. All right. All right. Thank you. Hey, you guys have been amazing, man. I love my classes with you guys in here. You guys just make it so much fun. I enjoy it so much. And I hope today that you can take away some lessons that will help you, just have a little bit of a different thought in regards to migration and why we're here. Okay, let's relax in the chat, team. Let's relax in the chat. Can you give my class a shout out? Ah, yeah, of course. If you make sure everyone in here, you must make sure you come to class tomorrow at the same time as my class. Matua Tim is going to be running that class, and it is an incredible class. So please make sure you come to that one. This is tomorrow, Friday, 11 a.m. I will make sure that, or Matua, if you have a link for your class, right? Tim is more good at then. Of course he is. I'm trying to learn off him. All right. So yeah, Matua Tim. Make sure that we let's all go and support Matua Tim's class tomorrow, 11 a.m. There will be a link there, okay? And man, that comment hurt. Really, he like cut me deep. Tim is more good than Frank. Wow. Yeah, Te Runga, if you can try, that's all we can do, okay? But please make sure you do this one. All right, I'm gonna close this off with karakia. All right, so you can go and especially have an enjoyable day and make sure that you guys just go out and be awesome because you guys are. I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm going to offer our karakia whakamutunga and then I'll let you guys get on your way. All right. Me inui tātou. Ko mutu a mātou mahi mō tēnei wā. Manakitia mai mātou katoa, o mātou hoa, o mātou whānau, ai o ki te aorangi, haumie, huie, taiki. All right. Thank you so much, Tim. Have an absolute awesome day. Thank you so much for turning up, man. Appreciate you guys being here. Have a great one next week, same time, but actually before next week, we'll see you tomorrow at Mato Tim's class, 11 a.m. And then that's going to be us. All right. All right. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Bye, 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 bye. Don't forget to check in, team. Adios. Cheval, don't forget to check in. Eve, don't forget to check in. Hey. Bro,
That was mean. You're always on, bro. You're always great, bro. Oh, stop the
Man,
records.
It's just there's two, man. I always do this, eh?
What's that?
I always put too much content in.